Joy Necessary here for Heirloom Harvest. Today is day 5 of our grand opening, and we are talking about books today on the Collector's Edge. That's the series, The Collector's Edge. So I want to be able to give you tips for when you go to look for authenticated antiques, vintage items, and all of your collectibles, and when you're looking at them and see what you're looking at. So the Collector's Guide to the Vintage Books, The Art of the Find, we are going to get right into it. First of all, you start with your passion. You know, what genre do you like? Do you like murder mysteries? Do you like art books, books about authors, books about famous people? What do you like? What's your passion? And before you buy, know your why. Why are you going to look? Why are you investing in something with vintage? The collection is usually built by your passion, and every passion increases in value. It's always valuable to have your passion, to know what you're looking for. So this guide is going to help us navigate through the essentials and 6 tips. Like I was talking about before, let's define your focus. Do you like authors, certain authors and their works, their editions, their printings? Do you follow a single author and just like every one of their books that they write, or an author that you admire? Or do you go by genre? Do you like romance novels? Do you like I said, historical fiction? Do you like history books? Do you like art books? Do you like cookbooks? What kind of books do you like? Do you like science fiction or Victorian novels or detective fiction? Also, some people look at the publisher. So, is there a certain publisher that you like? You like the way their books look, and you seek out their specific press runs that are known for their quality or their design work. Tip 2 is about identifying the first editions. Now, I have inserted a copy of a first edition page here. It's a Harry Potter book. And if we look at it, we can see that the first edition, the first printing, is going to be the collector's goal because that increases in value. So if you look at the copyright page and you see the number line, the one that says 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, this one has a 1 on it. If the 1 is present, it's often a first printing. Next, the publisher statements. So some publishers, like Scribner's, like to use an A to indicate a first printing. Many now explicitly state first edition. So you can look on down and you see underneath the numbers, you see printed in the USA, and then you see first edition, July 2007. So the phrase first edition, July 2007, is going to be present, but even on later printings, until a significant change is made to that text. And if we go on over, we can see that we have the publisher's unique identification number and the ISBN numbers. Then we go on over under that, and you can see that the lowest number indicates that the year that it was printed. And if you follow that, the 07 is circled, and that's because this states that it was printed in 2007. Then we have 23 underneath that, and that can be a various 2-digit number that the publishers use. I do hope that this insert helps. understanding. Next, we have our third tip, and it's that condition is key. The condition of the book is going to be key to the value, to the price that you're going to pay. So, what we look for is good quality. We want bright, clean pages. We want the binding to be what's called tight, not loose, not cracked. The spine should be straight and intact, not leaning, not damaged. Any writing or the book plates, they should always be noted. Next, we have things that we want to avoid. We want to avoid any foxing. We call it foxing because it's the browning, the spotting of the pages. Any torn pages, missing pages, any water damage, and definitely any mold on the book. Ex-library copies will have stamps. They'll also have card pockets, but these types of books, you're usually going to find the price to be lower, significantly lower. Nice, pretty picture there. As you can see, there are 3 hardbound books and a softbound book. We want to look at the dust cover. So for 20th century books, the dust jacket, dust cover, it can be as much as 75 to 80% of the value of what you're going to be paying. So this is particularly important. It is the most fragile part of the book and is often lost, often can be damaged. We want a really good one, and we want it to be original. We do not want facsimile. We do want the original dust jacket. And a price clipped, like we talked about on records before, if it's cut on the corner, if this jacket is cut, it's going to be less in price. But it's going to be far better to have the jacket that's cut than not having a jacket at all on it. And sometimes to protect those covers, you can get the mylar, you can get the packets, you can get the coverings, and you can cover your own book if you so choose. Tip number 4 is a rarity versus the value. There is a common mistake that people say it's old. So guess what? We think, well, that must be valuable if it's old. This is a common mistake. An old, rare book that nobody wants is going to be just an old, rare book. So the value is going to be in the function and the scarcity and the demand. So back to economics, the higher the demand, if it's scarce and higher demand, you're going to pay a higher price, right? Tip number 5, signatures and provenance. So a genuine author's signature can increase value exponentially. So we are going to look at the provenance. The provenance is defined as the book's history of ownership. And the association copy is a book owned by someone famous or gifted from the author to a notable person. It could be a person, it could be a group, it could be an organization. It could be if that author comes and talks to a group and gives a signed book to that organization, that automatically increases in value, potential of up to 10 times the value. So it's very significant. When bookstores or places have their author come and sign and talk to you about the book, it's a great way to go and get those author signatures on your book and increase the value of your book by 10 times, right? Another tip, getting towards the end, is your care and preservation of your books. We do not want sunlight on our books. When we store our books, we need to store them away from the direct sunlight. The UV rays are the primary cause of faded spines. We want a stable climate, so we try to avoid putting our books in the attics or the basements. We aim for a cool, stable temperature and, humidity. So be careful when you're storing them. Storing them upright is what we need to do. We do not need to store books vertically or the spine out is what we need to do. Do not pack them so tightly that it pushes pressure on the whole book. Let them lean, or that can even warp the binding. So just be careful about when you pack them lightly, and do not let them lean on the bookshelf because it can cause warping. Next, when we handle the books, sometimes we will handle those with gloves. Other times we'll just make sure we wash our hands and make sure they're really clean. We never dog ear the page in a collectible book. That is not something that we want to do. Have we done it before? Probably so. Should we do it? No, we shouldn't. So we need to put a bookmark in. Use those bookmarks. And also consider putting the Mylar covers on the books. To join Heirloom Harvest, the community where we buy, sell, and share our treasures, where we're going to have events, and we have tables set up for events. At Heirloom Harvest, we do invite you to be a part of our community, a very vibrant community where authentication connections are flourished, and we engage with fellow collectors, enthusiasts, and as you trade your items with rich histories, you can share those histories about your treasures. The platform empowers you to confidently buy, sell, and share your treasures, ensuring that every transaction honors the legacy behind each cherished object. So come join us. You know what? I also heard, I'll tell you a secret. We've talked about having book clubs, right? So we'll see about that. Don't tell anybody yet, though. We'll announce it. If you want to get in touch with us, we have our website right there, www.heirloomandharvest.com. Our email, heirloomandharvest@gmail.com. But come connect with us. Tell the stories about your treasures and connect with us for more information. And we'll continue this Collector's Edge. I hope it helps you to discover the treasures you have. Thank you.